Hi, I'm the Scrub and you're here for one reason. Why do you think you need a hobby? I don't know, you could always take up painting or draw things. Well, I'm sure you could get inspiration from Van Gogh, Michelangelo, Picasso, Da Vinci. These are magnificent artists from our time. You can't make a fight based on painting. Time to learn about Sigmascape version 2. Simplified. There will be 4 pieces of square canvas on the floor of the arena in front of 4 paintings in the corners of the room. There is also a duty action button labelled black paint. Different buffs will be given to you if you use the duty action on the canvases in front of different paintings. Keep this in mind for later. Walk forward and the wispy girl will fade back into the painting. The demon will emerge out of the same painting and begin the fight. Demonic Shear is a single hit tank buster. After a short time it will move into the middle of the room and cast possession while extending a vine into a painting in the corner. It will do this to all 4 different paintings in the corners. The first one will be on the southeast corner, which is a picture of flames symbolising fire. Use the duty action button over the canvas in front of the flame painting. This will give you a buff of fire resistance up for 20 seconds. When the boss is finished casting, it will move to the flame painting and cast a rune-wide AoE of fire on the ground. If you do not have the fire resistance buff, you will get a hard hit with a Vuln stack. The boss will cast Demonic Howl, which is a rune-wide AoE, and another tank buster before casting Release. It will always cast Release to disconnect from a painting and go back to the middle of the room. It will then cast Possession on the next painting of a rock sculpture symbolising Earth. Use the duty action button over the canvas in front of the Earth painting. You'll board a tiny plane and be levitating off the room floor, so you'll avoid the attack. If you don't get into the plane in time, you'll get a hard hit with a Vuln stack. When the Earth room wide goes off, you can use the dismount button to get out of the plane and continue attacking. 2 players will be targeted with crosshairs. These players will have a small tracking AoE chase them for 5 hits. These players will need to move in a straight line away from where the first AoE lights up underneath their feet, while not running through the rest of the party to avoid any unnecessary damage. The third possession will target the painting of some fish, symbolising water. When someone uses the duty action over the canvas in front of the water painting, a large boulder will appear on it. You will have to stand behind this boulder as a group to dodge the cast of Demonic Wave. If you are not standing behind the boulder, it will be a hard hit with a severe knockback and a Vuln stack. Then half of the party in rolls will get a small point blank AoE at their feet. Either the tank healers or DPS rolls will be first, and then the others will get the AoEs right after. Just dodge out of them to avoid them. You will get a Vuln stack for each one you get hit by and can easily one-shot you if you stand in ones that overlap. The 4th possession will target the painting of a swirl, symbolising wind. Only 1 player will get to paint the canvas on the ground. I recommend you leave it for a player who knows what to do. They will mount Typhon. Many easterly wind feathers will spawn in the arena. They will have way too much health to be destroyed, and the only way to move the feathers is with Typhon. The player controlling Typhon must use the action button on their bar, Snort, to blow the feathers out of the way, normally away from the rest of the party and the boss. You'll only need to blow 1 or 2 feathers out of the way before there's plenty of room. The rest of the party will need to make sure that they are in a safe spot away from any feathers. The feathers will then explode in medium-sized AoEs and give you a Vuln stack for every AoE you're standing in. After this, 4 people will be targeted with proximity tethers and the boss will cast Demonic Pain. You'll need to run away from the boss until the tether changes to a thin purple line before the cast ends. If you're still close enough to the boss that it's still a pulsating line of arrows, you'll get a hard hit with a Vuln stack. 1 player will get a stack marker called Flash Gale. Group up to share the damage. From here, the possessions will begin to overlap. Just make sure that you're always using the paint on both of the canvases of the paintings that get targeted by the boss. I'd recommend always getting fire resistance up first, as you can't use the paintbrush if you're in a mount like you need to be in if it targets earth and fire at the same time. Mechanics will repeat until the demon has been defeated. Congratulations, you have defeated Omega 6. My name is the Scrub. Thank you for watching.